The boy raised his hand, aimed at the man, and then there was a bang. The man ducked and pretended to be dead. The boy laughed, and then the man also raised his hand, revealing the handcuffs. The boy was instantly frightened. The woman nearby was very nervous and quickly asked the flight attendant if the man in handcuffs was dangerous. The flight attendant said there was no danger. Then the flight attendant opened the meal tray, took out a handgun, and with 2 shots, took down the 2 police officers. The whole operation was very smooth. He calmly took off the handcuffs, grabbed the gun, and walked toward the cockpit. After opening the door, he asked who the captain was. As soon as the captain opened his mouth, he was shot dead. He asked again who it was, and the co-pilot said it was the man. The man was satisfied. It turned out this was a hijacking plan. The man was a wanted criminal who always got plastic surgery after committing a crime. Even the police didn't know what he looked like. He went for surgery as usual. The assistant was about to administer anesthesia, but he stopped her. Just as the doctor was about to make the first cut, a group of police officers burst in. The man quickly jumped out of the window and ran away. The police were chasing him, but he unfortunately crashed into a police car and was blocked by a water cannon vehicle. A large number of police officers arrived, and he was captured. He was then taken to the airport to be brought back to headquarters, but he didn't care because he had already arranged the hijacking plan before getting on the plane. He had replaced the flight attendant and had his accomplices pose as passengers. Once the plane was in the air and everyone let their guard down, he took control of the aircraft. The man announced over the intercom that passengers should not resist or they would get a bullet, saying that they would be safe if they cooperated. The passengers were too scared to speak, and the boy was frightened as well. What he didn't expect was that there was a security guard on the plane. The guard had hidden in the restroom to avoid an annoying woman. He hadn't been there long when he heard noises outside. He peeked through the crack in the door and realized that the plane had been hijacked. He decided to call for help. He took out an emergency phone card and, after a moment of observation, quickly rushed out of the restroom. He almost got the attention of the hijacker as he inserted the card, but he managed to make the call while hiding in the restroom, observing the situation. However, the hijacker noticed something was off, and the guard was still in the middle of calling for help. The guard saw the hijacker coming toward him and immediately went out. He pretended to be weak and, when the hijacker wasn't paying attention, kicked him and used the door to knock the gun out of his hand. He then stuffed the hijacker into the toilet bowl. After he was done, he let him go and then took the hijacker hostage to threaten the man to surrender. The man said, for $300 a month, who would risk their life.